We have tremendous variety and choice that defines this world of tech innovation today. Diversity in how we
For Pat Gelsinger, business as usual is no longer an option.
Sometimes it takes a decade to make a week of progress. Sometimes it takes a week and you make a decade of progress.
The CEO of Silicon Valley software giant VMware sums up the extraordinary impact of the COVID crisis.
In human history, we've never seen such an enormous migration of the workforce in such a short period of time. And that's why I would say it's a black swan. We'll never, educate the same, we'll never provide healthcare the same, and we'll never work the same.
Headquartered in Palo Alto, California, VMware is known as a virtualization superstar, powering complex digital infrastructure through cloud, app modernization, networking, security, and workspace offerings, drawing in over $10 billion a year. The tech giant has been ramping up work-from-home solutions to combat the pandemic.
I think everybody was a little bit surprised how well our IT systems work and the ability for people to distribute so rapidly. We had some customers who maybe had 100 or 200 people working remotely, and all of a sudden they have 130,000 people working remotely in just a couple of weeks. It's just amazing how rapidly. One of our customers, I was just talking to him a couple of weeks ago, and he said the board of directors brought him in and gave him a round of standing applause for just how well they were able to respond. When was the last time the CIO ever got standing applause from the board of directors? It's like never, right? And clearly we view ourselves as critical infrastructure provider to the critical services of the world.
with a complete lifecycle management and test and validation on a broad set of use case. Simply put, this is the fastest path to the hybrid cloud.
The charismatic, eloquent CEO is known for his leadership. Voted America's best CEO in 2019 on employment website Glassdoor, Gelsinger has doubled the size of VMware under his tenure.
Customers want both, to both migrate to the cloud and to modernize their application.
With the virus crisis roiling economies and livelihoods, the dynamic CEO is helping companies make the big tech migration. VMware reported a strong first quarter in fiscal 2021. Despite a pandemic, revenue was up 12% and non-GAAP income was up 41%. But you're not giving any guidance. What are you seeing right now that's clouding your visibility?
Well, I think everybody is sort of, wow, this is the most significant economic impact in the shortest period of time since the Great Depression. Wow, how can you look at that? I think anybody who says they know what the future is doesn't know what they're talking about, right? It is just that uncertain. In fact, I was on a call with a number of CEOs, and one of the top 5 US bank CEOs starts to give the economic forecast, and he was obviously reading from his own bank's guidance. This is what they do, right? And about halfway through the update, he stopped himself and he says, I don't agree with that. Oh, that's my bank's forecast. I can't say I disagree with our own forecast, but it's so uncertain. So what we've said for the year, and as we look at the economic period, we expect that there's going to be lots of choppiness looking forward, different industries having success and not so much success, different geographies, countries, some are going to start opening and then they're going to close. So it's just going to be very uncertain in this period of time. And we've also said that we expect a swoosh. Q2 and Q3 being the most difficult quarters, Q4 being better, Q1 being better, and Q2 next year sort of getting us back to where we were at Q1 of this year. So that's why we withdrew our guidance. That's why we said it's going to be uncertain. But I was super proud of our teams for our Q1 performance. Obviously, we're in the quiet period now for our Q2, so I can't make any other comments at this time. But we expect that we're going to be doing well as we service our customers. We're going to be riding out this period. We've taken some belt cut tightening measures to manage our expenses very carefully through this period of time. But we also view it as a period, tough times are when great companies create more distance between them and their competitors, and they create more loyalty with their customers. And that's what I view this period of time for me as a CEO. We're going to be faster to the future. We're going to embrace the crisis and not waste 1 minute of this period that we're in.